Hi, I'm Liz Olson and I'm the registrar here at the University of Dubuque. Today we're going to walk you through the online registration process through MyUD. To get to MyUD, one of the options is to go through udtslearning.net, and on the left hand side there's some options. One of them is MyUD. Once you click on that, you'll get to the screen that I'm showing right now. And today I'm going to log in as one of our test students, Jane Spartan. Okay, once you're logged in, this is the screenshot that you're going to see. You're going to want to proceed to the portlet titled Course Schedules. Now, all of the squares in MyUD are called portlets, and that's what I'm going to refer to them as I talk you through. So you'll go to the Course Schedules portlet right here. You're going to see some messages. Right now we've got the current term as spring. But you will be having to change your term to reflect the term you're actually trying to register for. So you may see some messages here that the add drop period is closed. That's talking about our default term right now, and that's spring. So you're going to want to click on Add Drop Courses. And this is where it's also critical you want to make sure you select the right term. There are several terms that will appear in this drop-down menu. A reminder is that we have all of the terms for the entire college. So that's our undergraduate, graduate, and the seminary. You want to make sure as a distance student that you look for anything that has the word distance in it, and the year is dependent upon the academic year that we're in. So I'm going to walk you through the process to register for fall of 2012, and you would select Fall 2012 UDTS Distance Prague. A side note, when you go, you can also register for summer, and summer is way down here. It's called Seminary Summer 2012, and there's only one summer term for seminary, so that would be the one that you'd select. But for now, we're going to go back up to fall, and you just click that. And then I'm going to show you that there's two different ways that you can search for courses to register for. They're all down here in this section. The first tab is Add by Course Code. For those of you that feel like you are experts at this, after you run through a couple times, you can actually type in the course code. All of our course codes at the University of Dubuque start with the letter D. And so once I put a D in the system, it's going to start with an autofill drop-down that starts to find classes that I might be looking for. You can select the class you want, or you can continue to type if it's a different prefix. So if it's MN or anything else that you want to select. Once you have the class in that you want, you're going to have to scroll down. And you're going to want to make sure that you select Add Course. And so you can fill in up to 6 classes that way, and once you're done, you would hit Add Course. Another way that you can search for courses is by this Course Search tab. This allows you to search by tons of different options. If you leave it just defaulted and hit search, it's going to list every single course that's available for you to register for. You can also go through more search options. And this allows you to pick classes based on a day of the week, a time, anything else. And once you've filled in all of the items that you want to use for your search, you can just hit search. I'm going to leave everything defaulted so that we bring up all the classes that are possible to see. And just for this training, you're only going to see the BI classes, but obviously everything else will be listed on here if you were to scroll down. You'll see in the schedule that it's going to show you that there are 2 different options for you as you register for fall. We have your August intensive classes that are listed here, as well as the regular fall term classes. So you really have to make sure that you're selecting the correct class. It will say over here in the schedule column if it's an online course. That's going to be your course for your regular fall term. If it meets in person, most likely that is an August intensive class, so you want to make sure that you're selecting the correct course. It also lists the end date for the course, and so that's another clue. If it ends in August, that's an August intensive class. If it ends in December, that's your regular fall term. The good news for you as a distance student is that you only have to select one term to choose all of your classes for both August and fall, so that's the good news. When you want to add a class, all you have to do is look at this little column here. Once you've found the classes you want to add, you'll select the Add button. So say I want to add BI 50260, and I want to add that to my schedule, so I'll have to scroll down all the way to the bottom of the page. and hit Add Courses. Now that we're at the bottom of the page, you can see that if you want to see the rest of the classes, it only shows so many classes per page, so you want to hit Next Page. But if you find something on that first page that you want to add, check the Add box and then hit Add Courses. And you're going to get this lovely message here that says, BI 50260 was successfully added to your registration record. If you scroll down to the bottom of the page, you'll be able to see your schedule as it stands. And so right now, I've only registered Jane Spartan for one class, and it shows that it's an online class for 3 credits. Now, if for some reason I made a mistake and chose the wrong class, this is also where you would go to drop a class. And as you can see, there's another column there that says drop. It's real simple to drop. You just select it and hit Drop Selected Courses. And you're going to get another message here that says that BI 50260 has successfully been dropped from registration. And so the process works the same way over and over again. You can just continue to search for classes. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back and go ahead and add a class for Jane so that I can show you how to print your schedule. So say we just want to take Hebrew. We're going to go ahead and add that. We've got that added to our schedule. And so again, if you wanted to drop that, you just have to scroll to the bottom and drop selected courses. But for now, what we're going to do is we're going to go back and I'm going to show you how to print your schedule. And so say I'm done, I've got everything I want a printed schedule similar to what you would see from our office in the registrar's office. You're going to go to the Students tab, which is what I just clicked on, and you're going to go to Course Schedules. There's also a lot of other links in here that you can play around with when you have some free time. But for now, we're going to go to Course Schedules. Again, you want to make sure that you have the correct term selected. Whatever term you were last in is the term that it's going to default to. And so now I can see my schedule right here. It shows all that. This again is just another way to get to the place that you want to drop classes to. But if we want a printer-friendly version of that, we can go here. That shows you the printer-friendly version of the page. You can also exit that. Now I'm going to show you how to go ahead and print out your schedule. This will be the version that you would normally see if you came to the registrar's office to print your schedule. But back up on the left-hand side of the page, there's some options as long as you're on the Student tab. You want to make sure that you're on the Student tab. You want to go to Student Schedule. And this kind of shows you, again, another summary, another view of your schedule, but you want to select the Printable Schedule PDF version, and this will pop up a new page, depending upon your computer. And then you get a copy of your schedule, and we're going to expand the page so that you can see it. And so this is the same exact version that you would get from the registrar's office when you used to come previously to register in our office. But this version allows you to print it out yourself. You can save it, you can email it to someone, but it gives you the same information of the course name, professor, begin date, end date, if it's an online course, and how many credit hours. And so that will give you all the information you need. Also, if you need to take any other type of information down for your semester. And that's really the basics of online registration. As always, if you have any questions about the process or how to continue, you can always contact the registrar's office. Again, my name is Liz Olson, and my contact information, my email is eolsen, EOLSEN @dbq.edu, or I can be reached by phone number at 563-589-3178.